What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up,
happening? What's happening? How's everybody doing out there today? You're going to tune into another episode of I.O.W. Sports. This episode 328. We are here in the building. Featuring me on the building. Rock Kamar. We are present and alive. Thank God we are alive. Man, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. You know, it was cold in the mud yesterday here, man.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It was 80 degrees the day before. Then it went down to 50. I was like, dude.
Yeah, we had 71 today, but it's windy as hell, so it's always windy out this way. So
yeah, you know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But hey, do us a favor, go on over. You see all the social media taglines on the bottom of the screen. Please give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow on all those platforms, specifically the YouTube channel, I.O.W. Sports Network. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, let you know every time we drop new content. I know y'all probably tired of my ass today. I went clip overload on y'all within a matter of a couple of hours, so I know y'all I'm tired of seeing them, bro. But hey, we either gonna force y'all to like us and share our content and support us. It's free, or you just gonna ignore me. So it's one or the other, man.
For real.
It's one or the other. But we prefer that y'all tap in with us and like, share, subscribe, and join the conversation. Spread the word what we got going on. Again, I.O.W. Sports Network. But yeah, man. Shit, man. How was your weekend, man? What you end up doing all weekend, bro?
Yesterday my grandson got christened, so went to that, or dedicated, whatever. You know, depends on what church you go to.
Yeah, depending on how long.
Yeah, and then we went out to eat and all that stuff, so it was cool. Got a chance to see the family. My older daughter flew down, so I got a chance to see her. So it was cool, man. Hung out with the fam.
That's what's up. Yeah. Tell Jazz and all the kids it was sad, man. What's happening? What's up?
Most deaf.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm like you, man. I spent time with the fam. Obviously, luckily to be in. Got the grandparents nearby, so they have a joy seeing the great grand. So
oh yeah.
So they love that.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't matter no more. So
you old now, nigga. They love to the kids.
I know, right? Where my great grandbaby is at? Get your ass out of the way.
You by the way, nigga. Where the kids at?
Right, that's what it is.
That's how I be, man. That's how I be now.
What you want? You missing something? Get your ass out of the way. So
let me tell you something. The best thing I did was have kids at an early age, man. So now my kids is grown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't on no crutches. I ain't on no walker. I'm still spry. You know what I'm saying?
Got a little pep in your step.
Yeah, I'm still relatively young compared to some of these older grandparents. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So some of them in their 60s.
Yeah,
55 and older. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, you're 1 year away. You acting like you so dope. I'm kidding.
Yes, nigga.
Yeah, man. Then got to spend some time with the missus. Obviously, I had some time to make up because when you go on a man's trip, like I went to Philly for WrestleMania,
I thought you were with you. You was on a man's trip?
Hell no, that was a man's trip. Dog, I got 3 daughters and an old lady.
I ain't think you was allowed to travel alone. My bad.
I needed time away from all that estrogen, bro. I was about to go insane. Like damn. What's happening with you, Tony the Savant? Y'all tap in with Tony and all this content. But yeah, man. We went on a couple of restaurant dates, and I'm gonna start a new series. So it's called Wild Card Mar Kansas City Taco Tour. I'm gonna drop that tomorrow. First episode. I've been meaning to do it for so long, and then I'm just finally went and do it.
Right.
Places that obviously I love tacos. There's
hey, man, tacos is bomb, man. Tacos, I love some tacos, bro.
Love some tacos, bro. So I'm gonna go.
Sometimes I go taco crazy. I eat till I'm unconscious.
Oh no, bro! I literally, and I'm talking about the food in the female taco. I love it all.
Yeah, shit, me too. I like tacos.
No, they talk too much. No, no. Anyway, no. So we started at this one restaurant weekend, and hopefully I can convince her we can go to about a Mexican spot about every weekend and hit up and I'm gonna just kind of take a couple pics and a couple videos of tacos and make a quick little taco tour clip out of it. Probably won't be no longer than 5-10 minutes, but just to do something, just to have it another project, just because I've been meaning to do it because there's so many spots around here, especially between Kansas City and the Kansas side. There's so many spots to get tacos. It's like I'm gonna try them all as best as possible and get suggestions. And who knows where it go? I might be Mr. Chime Time in this thing. I ain't trying to be like I ain't trying to be like them cats. But I wouldn't mind the views if y'all can help us out. But no,
have you ever been to Gringo Tacos here?
No, I didn't get a chance to go to before I left.
They got some good vegan tacos.
I didn't get a chance to hit them up before I left. Jim Tacos, Gringo Tacos, and there's another spot that I meant to try before I left because they were sharing that same commissary kitchen archive with me. So I didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man. But man, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Of course, we don't want to bore y'all with our lives and talking sport, talking tacos and I know y'all love tacos too, but don't try to act like it. But man, it's that time, man. Your city is about to be on center stage, man.
I know.
So what? Like, have you been able to chance to like talk to people back home and what the city like right now?
I mean, I heard they doing a lot of stuff downtown and campus marches and all down Woodward and stuff like that. So I heard they putting in a lot of work, man. They putting in like signs and all kinds of stuff posted up and things like that. So I mean, I think it's gonna be nice, man. I mean, that whole little spot down Woodward and come all the way around going downtown. It's all the restaurants and shops down there, and all the way up to the new center area. So I think that it's a lot. It'd be enough things to do.
Yeah,
enough things to do. Keep people busy and stuff. And they got the ice rink down there. You want to go ice skating, stuff like that.
Hey, yeah. You know what? This is what I'm hoping for. I've never been to Detroit. But this is what I'm hoping for. I know Detroit gets a bad rep for some reason. I don't know why.
That's what most people ain't never been there say that.
Well, that's my thing. There's my thing is people want to throw labels on cities and I think every city has pretty much the same issue around.
Oh, yeah.
My point is, I'm hoping that Detroit can put on a great event, can get shown in a positive light, no violence, nothing silly, because there's about to be a lot of people there for this draft, man. It's going to be I
think it'll be mostly outside too. I thought they're gonna have part of it inside of Ford Field. The last thing I heard, it's what I heard, so I don't know how true it is, but I think most of it's gonna be outside. So which is, the weather cooperates. I didn't check out the weather. I know yesterday my sister said, or day before yesterday was actually warmer. No, yesterday it was actually warmer in Detroit than it was here. So
yeah, but we'll see. Hey, Detroit, man, put on a great show. 313, man. Show the world what y'all about. Mr. Chime Time he was there not too long ago during the playoffs. He said y'all got a lot of good food out there. So y'all got a good food scene.
I'm reading one comment, a bunch of comments like the food here is nasty. Y'all going to the wrong spots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to the wrong spots. A lot of times, some places are still living off their rep. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't did anything to improve. Yeah, because I went to Grandma Bob's or Granny pizza joint. They got vegan pizza and stuff. It was straight. It wasn't. I think Michigan Trump was supposed to be better. So I'm gonna try it out next time when I go in May. I'm gonna see which one is better. But Grandma Bob's wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Yeah, we'll see. So, but ahead of the draft, some NFL news and draft topics. I was actually kind of surprised at the Zach Wilson trade. I
guess. What's up, Bobby G? I guess they ready to move on, bro. They ready to move on.
Well,
who's they have on the quarterback staff besides him?
Well, we knew that they were going to move on. I'm just surprised that it was the Broncos to go and get him because, they really didn't make any kind of moves this offseason to say that they were obviously getting rid of Russell Wilson. So now you got Ben DiNucci, the guy that used to back up Dak Prescott in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jarrett Stidham. Right. And now you add Zach Wilson to that quarterback room.
Hey, you got a terrible quarterback room. Terrible. Like, I mean, for real, they ain't trying to be. You got terrible quarterback. Who you gonna? Who you gonna? You was better off keeping Russ out of all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None of them say starting quarterback.
Well, Zach Wilson, he entered the room and actually the best option in the room.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. That's not even a good option. So that shows how bad shape that room is. There's nobody in that room that anybody can learn from. You know what I mean? There's no veteran presence like in there that has some good experience. Stidham has been in the league for a minute, but I'm talking about like somebody like a Fitzpatrick, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's been in the league has at least done something you can actually learn from. Or you gonna learn from Derek Stidham how to cross your legs on the bench. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna learn from him?
Pull the splinter out of your ass was
right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you don't sit this way; it just causes hemorrhoids. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you're not wrong. Because my thing is so Ben DiNucci, we know what he is. The only reason why he saw any game action because it was an injury to Dak. And he's been kind of floating around the NFL as a backup. Jarrett Stidham been floating around as a backup. And now Zach Wilson, it just didn't work out with the Jets.
And Stidham want to go quarterback at Auburn to me.
I mean,
it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, people feel like they gotta go get him for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe because he played at Auburn. They thought maybe did you watch any film? If you watch some film, you wouldn't have got him.
Well, I just got to say it.
Go ahead.
When you see moves like this, it makes me want to question your boy Sean Payton.
Oh yeah.
It makes me question him because how is it that all of a sudden you go from Zach Wilson, Jarrett Stidham, Ben DiNucci instead of Russell Wilson? Right. And Russell Wilson at least got 2 Super Bowl appearances, winning one on his resume. Is he MVP? He hasn't won one? No, but I mean, people, football fans will put his name in the conversation. At one point in time when he was balling with the Seahawks. So my thing is, I have to put your judgment in your decision making in question now because that's a new ownership group. They just bought that team. Right. I don't think they got the right guy in place to sit here and eat all this dead cap money to say that this was a smart move to be in dead cap for $85 million for the next 2 years for Zach Wilson, Jarrett Stidham, and Ben DiNucci. There's no way.
Here's my thing with that situation. Okay, if you say we get rid of Russ because you just don't think that's the quarterback for you, okay, that's fine. Eat the cap money, and then you just kind of get what you can for this year until you kind of get from under that Russell Wilson contract, and then maybe like next year after next, you draft you a quarterback, or what I'm saying, you bring in a veteran next year, then you draft you a quarterback the following year. Then I can kind of get with that. But you trade for a quarterback that's not even better than the one you already had.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have anybody on your roster that can even come in as a good quarterback if he gets hurt, or that can teach that quarterback that you have. So to me, I don't understand it. It seems to me, man, like all these old coaches that we gave all these praise to and all these hype to are being exposed. You know what I'm saying? Belichick been exposed as having Brady, and that's Brady in a good defense.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Peyton's getting exposed of having Drew Brees in a good defense. All these coaches now, to me, is like now they being exposed. Is like you got hype not for your coaching, you just got lucky for what you happen to luck on too with the Brady, with the Drew Brees. So I mean, I'm just saying, because some of these moves you seeing these quarter. I mean, we already talked about how bad Belichick drafts. Now you seeing Peyton, with the Russell move, you bring them in, and then you run them off. To me, if I'm a coach and I decide, okay, I get on the team, I need a quarterback. I watch film on Russell Wilson to see if this will be the fit for me. And if you should know from the film, like, this ain't gonna work because he's not the type of quarterback I want.
He picked the team,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Tom Payton literally was sitting on the couch for a year, or doing analyst for NFL,
right?
Fox, and then all of a sudden he was like, "I want to get coaching again," and he literally picked them.
Denver, yeah. Denver. He had a chance. Who else? Spot was the Raiders open that time too? There's a couple of teams that's open before he got that Denver job. I'm trying to remember. I remember talking about it.
There was a couple other teams that were open, but the fact of the matter is he could even set out another year and waited till this year to even be with the Chargers or somewhere else. Like, I just find it like how dare you pick this team and all of a sudden you say you can't work with Russell Wilson and willing to eat that $85 million. That like, to me, that I have to question that. And then you, like you said, you follow it up with, let's trade for Zach Wilson.
Yeah, that motherfucker suicide bomber.
He
coming in, blow everything up.
No, I mean, because when you do moves like this, it has to, because now you got Zach Wilson, Ben DiNucci, and Jarrett Stidham in your room. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying that they don't go get a quarterback. I still think they still go get a quarterback in the draft. I think you have to.
You got to.
But the only problem,
okay, where does Denver pick?
Let me look that up. But here's my issue. Mm-hmm. Even if you go get a quarterback, do I trust Jarrett Stidham or Zach Wilson to be a mentor?
That's my point. That's why I don't understand the move. Now, like, granted, I wasn't in New York to really personally see Zach Wilson's all his issues. Now, we know we saw on the outside looking in, he didn't show great leadership, blaming other people, not saying stuff like that. So that some of that is immaturity, and some of that is just his character. So yeah, granted, he didn't show all that. We don't know what else happened behind the scenes that made him just say we're gonna get rid of him. But you seen enough as Sean Payton to know this shouldn't be a good fit. Why do I want to bring that onto my team?
So the Denver's sitting at 12.
Yeah, okay. 12, they're going to have to move up to get a good quarterback. Because all the good quarterbacks will be gone. Because at least 4 of them are going quickly. At least 4. Chicago taking a quarterback. Who else? I'm forgetting. Cardinals might. They ain't gonna take a quarterback, and I think they're gonna stick with little man. Commanders taking a quarterback, so you already know that's 2 right there.
Okay, so what?
The Vikings need a quarterback, so they don't
need one.
They don't need a quarterback, so they fighting for what the Vikings gonna do.
All right, so
I'm forgetting. Go ahead.
All right, so check this out. So Chicago, we think they're getting a quarterback. Right. Washington, they're probably getting a quarterback. New England needs a quarterback.
Yeah, New England, yeah.
And that's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
You're already three already off the board. So let's just play this out. Say Chicago get Caleb, okay? Washington decide to get they get Jalen Daniels. But I think the Vikings want Jalen Daniels, so they might trade up. But let's just say, just play it out. Just going 1, 2, 3 down there, and then May's gone. That leaves Michael Penix and Bo Nix, And who else?
Apparently, J.J. McCarthy's in
And
this.
JJ McCarthy. But they saying the Denver also like not Denver that the Vikings like JJ McCarthy too. So say the Vikings trade up, get JJ McCarthy. So now you got Bo Nix and Michael Penix left. I don't think neither one of them's coming in starting that's gonna do anything for your team, and then you have nothing there for them to learn from.
Nothing
to help them grow in the quarterback room. I know
Like,
people say, well, look what look what Sean Payton did with Breeze. Maybe look what Breeze did for Sean Payton. Maybe we need to revisit that. Because outside of this, I mean, yeah, it was his third year. He ain't showed me nothing but bad decisions.
I think what's bad about it is I'm not seeing a second round pick for the Broncos. So if they want to move up, what are you trading to move up
You have
with?
no capital.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have any capital.
You got a third rounder for this year, but I don't see no second rounder because my thing is,
right,
if you're sitting at 12, you're gonna have to move up. You're either gonna have to give me a first or a second.
You have to at least get four. You have to at least get to the fourth spot to get a decent quarterback.
Oh yeah.
At the very least.
That's leapfrogging the Vikings, who are in front of them, who needs a quarterback.
Right. Who they might trade up to get who they want.
We still the Giants are at 6. Who knows what they'll do? I don't think they're gonna stick with just Daniel Jones.
I don't think so either.
There's a possibility they might go get a quarterback.
Right.
I mean,
because Dabo needs something to save his job.
If I'm Brian Dabo, there's no way I'm gambling my career
on Daniel
Jones. Now, 2 years ago, it was cute.
Right.
It was cute. But then reality set in on what Daniel Jones really was. What's been happening with him the whole time he's been in the league. Often hurt, often turnover prone.
Yeah.
So that 1 year, the first year with Daboll, it was an anomaly. But then, the pumpkin came back from turning to a carriage at midnight. That slipper fell off.
Right.
He went back from riches to rags real quick.
Real quick.
So Giants sitting at 6. There's no way you can tell me that's for sure that they're going to pass up on a quarterback.
Right.
And that's with them just giving Daniel Jones that money. Obviously, we see teams don't care about the money if they gave you the contract. They're willing to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson just ate money. Broncos just ate money with Russell Wilson. We've seen Eagles eat a whole bunch of dead money trying to get rid of Carson Wentz.
Right.
So we've seen teams eat money when they say, hey, man, it just ain't it. It just ain't working out. We understand that how important it is to get the quarterback position right, but maybe we was wrong. All right, we'll eat that money. It is what it is.
Right.
We've seen teams do it. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants sit here and say, hey, man, you might have to eat whatever little money we can on this little Daniel Jones contract that we gave him just to make sure that we get right. Because my thing is, you just lost Saquon Barkley.
Right.
You ain't got no wiggle room to just be trash with Daniel Jones again.
Because Saquon helped him tremendously when Daniel Jones was healthy. Because that play action and the threat of him being able to run and threat of him being able to come out the backfield helped Daniel Jones not have a lot of pressure on him to be able to throw the ball. So now, if you don't have anybody to back that up,
yeah,
you really in trouble. What you gonna do? Right.
What you gonna do?
Right, for real.
I mean, I don't know what John's gonna do, but it's gonna be. I think this year, I know they're saying that there's gonna be a run on quarterbacks 1, 2, and 3, which is fair to say. I mean, that's fair to say.
Right.
Obviously, Chicago, you need a quarterback after you got rid of Justin Fields. Which, by the way, I still got to talk about how bad that the Chicago Bears fumbled that bad with Justin Fields. They only got a 6th rounder that could possibly be a fifth or third rounder or something like that, depending on how much he plays. But he's not slated to even see too much of the field because Russell Wilson is there. Like, they held on to him too late.
Yeah.
So pretty much all the quarterback spots were starting to fill up, you know, for free agents and all that stuff, and you couldn't move them. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Because to me, you should at least got a first rounder back for Justin. You should at least got a first rounder. You can't tell me that Justin Fields is. So let me ask you this: I'm not asking you to rank Justin Fields in a ranking of 1 to 32 or 32 starting quarterbacks, but where exactly would you say, if we were to do that, where would you say you put him?
I put him at least 15, maybe 20.
That 15 to 20 range?
Yeah, you got to give him at least that for the athleticism. So I mean, without me like really sitting down and looking at all the quarterbacks, in front of me, I'll say off the top of my head 15, maybe 20, at least.
And I think that's fair.
And I think that he looked a lot better last year than he did since he's been in the league. Still didn't really have any weapons around him. Now, I mean, I still have my doubts. Will he develop into a good quarterback? Yeah, I have my doubts. But to be fair, he didn't really have enough around him to really see what he can do. And then with that athleticism he has, he didn't really have to be a top 10 quarterback. He just had to be enough to be able to get the ball out on time. You run enough plays where he just time everything out on time. You gave him if you'd have got a line where he wasn't running for his life, and and some weapons to throw to, and just make sure he just concentrate on getting the ball out on time. He would have been a good enough quarterback. He'd have been like Jim McMahon, a good enough quarterback that you can do something with.
Hey, Jim McMahon got him to the Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? A good enough quarterback. Because you get the ball out on time, he not running for his life because you got a line, and he has something to throw it to. They never did that for Justin Fields. So, like, to be fair, I can't say it's all Justin Fields. What's up, Rod? But he was picked in the first round, and you ain't getting nothing for him? Nothing?
And he only been in the league 2-3 years.
Yeah. You ain't get, that's all you got?
So he's still relatively not well, he is young.
Yeah, he's still in his rookie contract.
Yeah, still on his rookie contract.
Man, I'm like, come on, man.
It's not like you couldn't find a way to use him properly.
Right.
If you get the right coaching around him. I think that failed him too. Because I don't think they had the right coaching around him in Chicago to put him in good positions to succeed. But so look at it this way. I know they got the first round pick in the first overall pick in ninth. But they don't have a second rounder. You could have easily at least got another second round.
Right. At the very least. So you could at least be picking 1 and 2.
Yeah. So that you picking you should have got more draft capital this year than what they got for him. And I would have made sure that I need to pick for this year's draft. Like whether it was in the second round, a third round, or possibly another first. My thing is, or even future first. Because what Houston got back in return from Cleveland for Deshaun Watson, and I'm not saying that Justin Fields is on the same level as Deshaun Watson, but when you're talking about mobile quarterbacks that you can develop the arm throwing, the arm talent, and combine it with mobility, you should have at least got at least 2 first.
Right.
Something. Them jokers got a conditional 6th round.
That's crazy, man.
I think you fumbled the bag big time. And look, you want to move on because you like Caleb, okay, or you like one of these other quarterbacks,
right? Fine.
Okay. But get the value back for a guy that you got in the first round at 15 or something like that. I think they got him at, it was 10 through 15. I can't remember the exact pick that the Bears got Justin Fields, but he was in the first round. He was a first round pick.
First round pick, yeah.
So I don't know why you don't even get. Look, I don't know if the talent evaluators saw something different than what I saw, but what I saw last year is I saw a man that, he was making some chicken salad sandwiches out of some chicken shit.
For real.
That's what I saw.
Right, for real. I mean, like I said, I saw improvement last year since he's been in the league.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, you got to be fair to him and say he had nothing around him. No line. He had one good receiver, Cole Komet. So he had one good receiver, one good tight end.
DJ Moore. Yeah.
So you had one good receiver, one good tight end. The rest was
subpar.
St. Brown was okay. He ain't like he ain't like his brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what he like his brother.
St. Brown over here.
Right. We need the other St. Brown. Who's the other receiver? I can't remember.
Darnell Mooney couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, Darnell Mooney couldn't stay healthy. So it's just like
they traded away what's his name? Clay?
Yeah. Chase Claypool.
Yeah, Chase Claypool. They traded
he traded away David Montgomery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the weapons he had, you got rid of. I mean, you can argue Claypool was a weapon, but I mean, he just wasn't consistent. Chase Claypool just wasn't consistent.
Hey,
he
it's
a spectacular catch. You be like, oh, okay, and then drop 2 or 3 afterwards.
Hey, it's something when Mike Tomlin goes, he gotta go.
Right.
It's something when Mike Tomlin gives up on you.
For real.
So, no, I'm with you. The Bears didn't do a good job of getting. I don't think they got adequate return on investment for Justin. And now,
not at all.
Because I had they got adequate return on investment, they'd be fully loaded with picks right now. And then they could have easily done what Houston did last year, pick back to back with your first or wherever you move down to second.
Mm-hmm.
And get you another pick right behind it, and then you can get the best available offensive and defensive player, put them on your team, and then you got 2 people you can pretty much be the spark plugs, and you could have had your own version of C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson on your team.
Right.
But no, you're going to get a conditional 6th-round pick.
Right.
Silly ass.
But you a security guard.
I'm telling you, man. Some of these people in the NFL who are quote unquote experts or geniuses or get paid to be,
Ain't
hitting on shit.
Right.
Hey, look, we the fans. How the hell we the fans coming up with better options to do what y'all draft?
I can do what y'all do. Pay me. Sit out there picking blindly. Yeah. Get that nigga over there. What was his number? Yeah.
They do it.
Yeah. Just get him. Do with the helmet. Yeah.
Pick a nigga.
Right. For real.
Yeah.
Any nigga.
Hey, yeah. What's
you started my check, right? That's all I care about.
Be big, black, and ugly. We'll
right. We don't care.
I'm still having a hard time, like hearing about this JJ McCarthy stuff. I don't know why. Hey, people say he's not what you think, or that's what I keep hearing. Like, he's a great competitor. He's this, he's that, but no, whatever.
When you're a great competitor, I give him that. That's true.
Yeah.
My thing is watching JJ play. He's come a long way since that Georgia game. But when they took out McInerney, put JJ in, he looked just as bad. He was just like he was lost.
Everybody.
Granted, JJ I think was a rookie at that time. A redshirt freshman, 1 or 2. I can't remember. So granted, yeah, he didn't. That's one of the reasons. Then Georgia had a great defense too, so you got to add all those together. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying it's all him, but I'm saying some of that was Georgia. Then from that time to last year, he came a long way from that. Reach a little better. Accuracy was a little better. Only thing I said is sometimes he did make some bonehead plays. Sometimes he tried to squeeze the balls in where he should just threw it away. No,
Don't
no,
even
no,
need that.
maybe. Sometimes, he just made some plays. I was kind of like, I don't know about that one, JJ. So I mean, but if somebody like him, I don't know if he's like I said before, I don't know if he's a right away starter, but I do believe if he gets on the right team in the right situation, I think he can be a good quarterback in the NFL. I just don't think he should. I don't think he should go into a situation where he starts right away.
Boy, if he's
athletic, he's athletic.
He is.
He's got the typical. He's a tall guy. So you get that. And he is a competitor. You have that toughness and mental toughness. So you have something you can work with and mold into a good quarterback.
Hey, if JJ McCarthy gets drafted and he's the best quarterback in your room, boy, is your quarterback room trash. I mean, let's be honest about it. Come on. Yo, damn quarterback room is trash if JJ McCarthy gets drafted and he's the best option in your quarterback room. I'm just saying.
I don't think JJ is that bad. I just think
okay. I don't want to make it seem like I think he's that bad. I'm just not seeing the first round talent that people are talking about. He can creep into the first round. That's what I'm not seeing.
Well, I don't really see that with none of them, really. I mean, honestly, I can argue that all of them got flaws. I think we said this before. We can argue that all of them got flaws. All of them, I don't see as a starter. I think Caleb have issues that I think
Caleb's starting when he gets.
I know he's starting because of if he's especially going to Chicago, he definitely started. I understand, but I think he has the issues where putting in a certain situation, he might become a turnover machine. Drake May, I mean, it's been games. I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that. I watched a couple of North Carolina games. I wasn't impressed.
I don't trust nothing.
I wasn't like, oh, that's a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Michael Penix, I mean, he made some plays like, oh, that's amazing. Then he made some plays like, his mechanics a little kind of off a little bit. Michael Penix,
a little shaky, bro.
Yeah. Who else I'm missing? Jalen Daniels. He's the most athletic out of all of them, but
yeah, but
I mean, a lot of times I seen him run more than I seen him throw. LSU.
Here's my problem with Jalen Daniels. I love what he can do. I don't think he's going to be able to last in the NFL because I seen that man just throw his body around like a pinball in a pinball machine, just getting hit all over the place. I mean, the dude literally, he refuses to go down or go out of bounds, and I've seen him take some monster hits this past season. And I'm like, bro, like, you got to learn you got to know when to let it go. You got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him, Phil. You got to walk away and run because this ain't it.
This ain't it.
No, bro. I was like, God damn.
I mean, you look at the opening game with Notre Dame. I watched that game. But Daniels didn't impress me. I was like, okay. I wasn't like, I'm saying he was trash, but he didn't impress me. Then I go to the what was the game I saw? It was the Auburn game. It was another game he played. I was like, okay. There's some games I saw where he looked good. It wasn't a consistency there to me. So, like I said, all of them I can kind of say, hey, there's issues with. Yeah. It's the media hyping up all of them because, like, that's all we got. Sometimes it's those quarterbacks that you ain't even thinking about. Those be the ones. I mean, think about Mahomes. Who's really talking about him coming out of Texas Tech?
Well, apparently only the Chiefs and Sean Payton.
Yep. Nobody's really talking about Mahomes when he came into draft. I remember watching him playing at Texas Tech, and I was like, okay, but I didn't watch a lot of Texas Tech games, so I can't say I saw a lot of them. I seen him play a couple of times.
Bro, I can't even cat with you. When they I was like, who the hell is Patrick Mahomes? I had to YouTube. Then I was like, oh. Then I looked at his stats. I was like, oh, that man flinging that rock. So like, okay.
Yeah, so and that's what I'm trying to see. Who's the Patrick Mahomes in the draft? Who's the one that nobody's really
paying attention
to, and those are actually gonna be, the one that shine. We look back and say, hey, you remember so and so's in the draft for all them? Can you who's the Tom Brady? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be that kind of person that we ain't even looking. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see who's going to be that quarterback.
Mm.
You know, I think sometimes with quarterback, coming from college to NFL, if you get it's situational. Sometimes like Houston lucked up on their quarterback.
Mm.
Let's see what you do next year. See if he can get a repeated performance. Cool. I mean, he played well in college. He look what he did against Georgia. He almost beat Georgia. Ohio State did. So, but at the same time, everybody hyped up Young, and he looked horrible. Not granted, Carolina had no offensive line.
Yeah, Carolina ain't worth it.
But he looked horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll say this. So, like, I know what you're saying, but I mean, sometimes I think when you look at certain players, especially in the quarterback, because I think they're so dependent on a lot of things to go right for have them have success. Like, you ain't gonna be worth a damn if only one of your offensive linemen is worth a damn, and the other four ain't shit. So it's gonna be a rough year for you. It ain't gonna be, quarterback gonna be worth a damn if his receivers got butterfingers. You can't catch a cold. Running back can't pick up a blitz, or running back can't hang on to the ball. Now we always, sitting on the bench because we ain't never got the football. I mean, there's a lot of situations where I think like circumstances aren't taken account of, because, for instance, Jalen Daniels, I know he won the Heisman, and I know he made some plays. But I mean, when you got two wide receivers like Brian Johnson Jr. and Malik Neighbors, who are probably going in the first round too, I mean, like damn, like that's a little beneficial.
Really? I mean, I remember I was watching other day, it happened to be showing the Clemson and LSU game with Joe Burrow and Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
And, you saw T. Higgins and playing. Then, like, look at Joe Burrow had
Justin Jefferson, and he had
then Chase Young, Jamar Chase, and
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They had a team.
He had a team.
And Burrow's able to, when he stays healthy, parlay that into the NFL. So, he had weapons. He still came into the NFL as a great quarterback. So I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, just like with Young, like you said, with Young, he not only is short, like Drew Brees was short, but he wasn't frail. Young is frail, bro.
Short and frail.
Yeah, he is frail. I mean, Tua ain't even frail. Tua got some size on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he like a little a middle schooler out there. He frail.
My boy, this ain't Pop Warner.
West Side Clubs out here. It's like, come on, man. That was my main concern. Everybody's talking about his height. I wouldn't want his height, about how small he is. He get hit, boy. He might break clavicle. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. His spine might snap. I'm like, bro,
you need some milk.
Right. For real.
He needs some milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. Like, this guy's fucked up.
Real.
So, yeah. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, Nick?
Give me some milk. Looks like I showed up at the right time.
Oh, Lord. What's going on with you, bro?
Not much, man. All moved out of the place. I met the kids. Tomorrow I head to on a Greyhound to Pennsylvania for this new job with the trucking company.
Nice, nice. That's what's up. So you got a celebration stogie, huh?
Oh, I got a fucking can. Well, this is big for me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but this is big.
Yeah. We know you like sticking long,
It's the largest brown thing I've had in my mouth since you came to visit in New Jersey.
Yeah, all them BBCs, man. Big brown cigars.
when you were up in the apartment at the casting couch. Hey,
Hey, before we move on for some NFL news, man, trade with the with the Broncos. Zach Wilson, he's now a Bronco. What are your kind of your final thoughts on Zach Wilson's era in New York?
I've been saying on my show for weeks that's exactly where he would go. It was going to be the Rams with McVay. It was going to be Denver with Peyton, or it was going to be the Chiefs with Reed. It was going to go to a team and a coach who was confident and can evaluate quarterback talent and know that they could coach him up. And that's exactly where he landed, going to Denver. The kid's got talent. Kids never had good offensive coaching. The first year, we hired Greg Knapp, who tragically died in a biking accident in July, right before they reported for training camp. He got stuck with a rookie first-time offensive coordinator in, what's his name? LaFleur's brother. And he was just going to be the run game coordinator and then call the offensive plays. Knapp was going to be the passing game coordinator. So he should have never started from day one. He was a COVID quarterback in BYU and never played the top competition. So I feel bad for the kid. And then when he does play, Breece Hall gets hurt. 10 offensive linemen used in year 2, 13 offensive linemen used this year. I just feel change of scenery is good for the kid. The kid can make every throw. The problem is the kid was scared to make the throws and the window closed. You have to see it and rip it. And sometimes you have to rip it before you see it with the NFL, with how small these windows are.
Yeah.
So I think, and then you add in, he was supposed to sit behind Rodgers and just be a sponge and learn. Yeah. It's just like one negative after one negative. I'm rooting for him just like I'll always root for Sam Darnold. I wish the kid success. And who knows, if Denver's unable to trade up for a quarterback, you might see him play.
Yeah, I think Denver still gets a quarterback. It's no diss to Zach Wilson. I mean, me and you talked. I was actually rooting for the kid last year, although all the circumstances were never in his favor, like you just alluded to. I mean, it was literally like bad luck after bad luck of things just screwing him. So, his situation was never great. Yeah, his situation was never great.
I mean, he didn't make it better for himself when he made that comment after the Patriot loss in 22.
Yeah.
Something, do you take a credit letting the defense down today? And he was like, no, they lost. It was 3-3 with like 42 seconds left, and the Patriots returned a punt for a touchdown. That's how they won the game. Yeah. They asked him about it after the game, and he was like, no. So he lost the locker room there. He was never supposed to play. He was supposed to be the preseason quarterback. And he was supposed to be the guy taking a knee at the end of the games when we had a big lead this year. And then 4 plays in, he's back to being the guy. So we never got that. Sitting in the room. He never got the breaking down the defense. He never got that coaching from Rodgers and that experience that he was supposed to get over the course of the next 2 years.
Yeah, it never hated.
I wish him well, man. I really do. I hope the kid finds success somewhere someday.
Yeah.
And if they don't take a quarterback or move up for one of the top 4 or 5, he might be the guy this year.
Yeah. Me and Mel were talking about that, because we were looking at the draft position. They're at 12, but the only problem is they don't have a second round pick to kind of help them move up. Because, to move up, you got to be willing to give up a first round and some second rounds to get up from 12 to possibly 5 or 6. Because looking at the order, obviously we think 1, 2, and 3 quarterbacks. Obviously with Chicago,
I think Washington, 4 also.
Washington and New England at 1, 2, and 3. We also, me and Mel was also saying with the Giants at 6, there's a possibility of a quarterback as well if they might want to move up, because at least from my point of view, I don't think we're sold on Daniel Jones, and I don't think the Giants are either.
No, I think quarterback's going to go 1 through 4. I think it's going to get hot for number 4 being McCarthy, or May if McCarthy jumps in for number 3. I think it's very telling that all weekend we heard rumors about teams making calls. The Raiders, the Broncos, and the Vikings were on the phone, and the Giants were the teams that were Bleacher Report was alerting all weekend. We're making calls to see what it would take. I think it's very telling that Denver then decides to trade for a quarterback with some starting experience on Monday. So I think quarterbacks, I think you're going to see Williams, Daniels, May, and McCarthy go 1 through 4. I think Arizona trades out to the highest bidder. I think Minnesota might win that bid with picks 11 and 24, 27. I know Minnesota's got 2, 11, 23 maybe. I'm on the phone, so I can't look it up. But Minnesota's got 2 1s. It's going to be interesting. You know how much I love draft night. I think somebody jumps to 4. I think Arizona takes the highest bidder and moves out. The Chargers now at 5. One of the Jets inside writers today talked about Marvin Harrison Jr. and trading up for Marvin Harrison. If you're the Jets and you really want to be all in, you go put Mike Williams and Marvin Harrison on the outside with Garrett Wilson in the slot.
Ooh.
I would do backflips. I would regrow my toe with how excited I would be.
Regrow your toe?
I would be so aroused that everything would be popping out, bro.
Oh my god. A little TMI.
You look at the rest of our roster, you look at everything that we have, you go get another elite weapon for Rodgers. Now you're opening everything up for Breece Hall. You're making things easy for Rodgers. We have the line. We got a starting wide receivers. Our defense is set. I don't need multiple picks. You want to give up a 3, and you want to give up next year's 1, and maybe get like a 4 back from them, and give us 3 4s this year. All right, take a chance with 2 offensive linemen and a safety in round 4. Go get Harrison and put together the most talented team we've ever had, ever, including the team that won the Super Bowl. We've never had this much talent.
There's gonna be a lot of teams fighting for y'all to get up to that spot. So, yeah, no. Hey, it's a wonderful time of the year, man. Is there what are you feeling of anybody who's kind of changed their draft stock in the last few weeks or so? Is there any movement of anybody that you think might change their draft stock from where it began a couple of months ago?
This might be at the top of the board, the least amount of movement we've ever seen. Like, the 3 quarterbacks have been locked in, right?
Mm-hmm.
The top 3 receivers, it's been Harrison, Neighbors, Odunze. The top tight end has been Bowers. The top tackle has been Alt. The top edge rushers have been Turner, Verse, and Latu. The top 2 D tackles have been Newton and Murphy. The cornerbacks are the group that I'm looking at. Where could they go? When could they go? With all this offensive talent projected to go early, you're going to see guys who were normally 2 years ago with Sauce and Stingley, quarterbacks went 3 and 4. You could see the 1-2 quarterbacks go 1 in the teens and 1 in the 20s. You could have guys who are 4th or 5th cornerback who are very good players being drafted early 2nd round. So I think the defensive players who are going to slide and the defensive players that you're going to get if you just sit home and wait, that's the story within the story that I'm waiting for on draft night. And I'll be honest, I think the Buffalo Bills jumping to get their wide receiver, I am a big fan, not of them doing this. I don't want this. But my projection is the Bills jump and to go get Brian Thomas Jr., the wide receiver from LSU. Because when you got a quarterback that loves to throw it up, go get a player who can get it when it's up. Go get the 6'4" monster, 17 touchdowns. He's good at getting vertical. And then when you're in trouble, you could toss it up to him. And now you got Kincaid coming underneath with him going deep. And it's not 5'11 and a half Diggs going deep anymore. It's 6'4" Brian Thomas with 35-inch arms.
That's a huge leap. They're at 28. That's a huge leap to kind of get up in that range.
My projection is with the Saints at 14 or 15, wherever they are.
That's a huge jump.
That's a huge jump. You add him with Shakir, Kincaid, and Knox, that might be an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, whatever draft picks they got back from Houston, might as well put them to work. So to kind of help you move up in the line. Sure. Hey, we seen Stranger Things, right? We've
seen the Bills give away Patrick Mahomes to the Chiefs and create their own.
No, that's true. That's without a doubt. We'll take Nick out and we'll bring him back whenever he gets his little situation
all right
fixed. But let's talk a little NBA playoffs. Playoffs. I do gotta say this.
Go ahead, stay on, player. Stay on. Uh-oh. I just sit back.
No, I'm just being honest. Because I see some Lakers fans like, oh, wait, we're gonna have a chance. No.
No way.
No way.
It was just want to confirm you're still coming out tomorrow. Yeah, I'm good. I'm taking the job. I'll be there. Yes.
I thought you were coming. Never mind.
No, the recruiter was just calling again, and I'm on the phone.
It's not June.
No. It's because you got the BBC.
That was June.
I was just making. They said you were coming out, so I didn't know what that meant. Okay,
He's waiting in June.
What, Pride Month?
Pride Month.
What happened?
No, we glad that joke went right over your head. It's okay.
Right. Okay.
No, it's because you said the recruiter was calling to make sure you were still coming out, and we were making a joke that you're coming out in June for Pride Month because you got that big BBC in your hand. You know, that big brown cigar.
You practicing for us coming out party.
Yeah, you practicing for your coming out party.
I thought we've established leave the off-color jokes to me on this channel. I'm much better at it. If you two are explaining it, it wasn't that good. I've never had to explain my jokes. They hit.
I'm just saying, man. You and Dwight Howard would have a great time playing ball, man.
Yeah, let's not even talk about Dwight.
Here I am live from my meet and greet with Jason Collins in New Jersey. Those are ones that don't need explaining. I hate the both of you.
Oh, man.
I can't even hate you guys because I would get arrested for a hate crime.
Hey, I was surprised at how that the Knicks won the other night. I can't even lie. I was surprised.
The Knicks didn't win. Embiid got hurt for 10 minutes. That's what happened.
When he not hurt.
That's the first game. That's the first NBA game I watched all year. And the Knicks went on a 12-2 run when Embiid came out in the second quarter for his break. He came back in, and I think they were on a 6-2 run when he tomahawk dunked it off the glass.
Yeah.
And then he went out. And then they went on their run. Embiid had a plus 16 rating when he was on the court, and the Sixers were minus 23 when he was off.
Yeah.
So
I saw that difference.
That last 5 minutes of that first half when he was out was the difference in the game. The Knicks got outplayed the rest of that. So, and I thought the last 4 minutes of the game, and listen, I know it's a shitty fucking league, and I know the product is piss poor, but when you're down 4 points, you have to chuck a three on 4 straight possessions. Like, you were scoring points, getting to the rim. Embiid was getting to the free throw line, and he doesn't miss free throws. Like, why wouldn't you keep doing that? And now you got role players chucking up threes in crunch time. I just felt that the game was poorly executed, as most NBA games are. But I think the matchup, if Embiid plays 38 minutes, is really, really bad for the Knicks. And Embiid getting hurt and missing time just puts the series in their favor because you can't rely on anyone besides Maxey to be consistent on that team.
Yeah, Tobias Harris is, I don't know. Boy, Tobias Harris is like making like 40-something million a year for what he does. That is ridiculous.
He's a three-point shooting Ben Simmons. That's it. Like, he's just out there making money and won't contribute much.
I think that's I think that's highway robbery, bro. Like
most NBA contracts are.
Like legit highway robbery. The way that man Tobias Harris is literally just filtering money to his bank account for like mediocre at best, and that's at best mediocre play. I mean, it's horrendous, man. I've been the wrong sport, bro. I should have worked on my basketball handles, man. I should have been better, man.
Yeah,
and he's the basketball version of Diddy. Diddy was robbing kids of their virginity. Harris is robbing them of their money. We got when the kid makes a bad purchase from now on, we have to say no Harris.
Oh my goodness, I didn't. Let's thank Nick for the Diddy references. We actually went a whole show and that hadn't even thought about no Diddy at all.
No, everybody's got their niche in life, brother.
It's like that. No, I think
that's the way it is. Sorry.
Okay, so I do have to say this about the Knicks fans. Y'all gotta calm down with y'all celebrating. Y'all gotta calm down.
They don't win often, man. They don't win often.
I know they don't win often, but they almost tore the damn city down off of a one-game win in the first round. It's the first round.
They did it against Trae Young and the Hawks and then got knocked out, remember? They won one game in the series, and the Hawks, I think, won the next 4. That's what they do. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Jets clinch a playoff spot, this whole tri-state area is burning to the ground.
Yeah, but that's clinching a playoff spot, and you haven't played there in quite some time. But my thing is these guys win one game out of a 7-game series. Like they can literally lose the next 4, and then they're sitting at home waiting until what happens in the draft in June. Really? So these dudes is ridiculous with the celebration.
The fan base does, man. They are so hungry. You gotta remember, for a place that calls themselves the Mecca, you haven't won a title there since '73. Like you're more, and the arena is more famous for what John Cena, Triple H, and Hulk Hogan have done than what the Knicks have done in 51 years. The Nets have never won anything. Listen, I've given up all my allegiances to NBA. I am only here to shit on the product. That's it. So I'll make fun of it. Nets have never won one. It's a ghost town there. There's tumbleweed rolling through the arena.
It's because it's the ghost of Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett still rolling through the Brooklyn area. So that's what it is, man.
I'm trying, man. This going back to this phone stuff is difficult.
No, you good. You good. No, it's
Can I ask you an NBA question? I don't know did you cover Lakers Nuggets already?
No, go ahead.
Is anyone stopping Jokic?
No.
Playoff Jokic? Like, you watch the guy, he's going to win MVP again, right? He deserves MVP. Like, the only way he doesn't is if voters collude and be like, we can't give it to him 3 times in a row. That's the only way he doesn't win it is collusion, right?
Well, it's funny you say that. So here's what I think will happen, not what I want to happen. This is what I think will happen. I think they're going to give it to Luka. Jokic is going to come in second, and then SGA is going to be third. I would go SGA 1, Luka 2, and then Jokic 3. But that's just me. But I think
SGA is the Thunder, and they were the 1 seed.
Yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But
okay.
I got a good feeling that the NBA is going to go Luka 1, Jokic 2, and then SGA 3. That's what I think is going to happen.
Whenever you have people voting, as we see in America right now, you never get the right result. So
you don't have to remind us about that, travesty.
So it's, and there will be people who say, I can't vote for Jokic. It's unprecedented for 3 in a row. You know what I mean? They'll say this guy got it. He's not on that level. Whatever. Whenever there's a human element involved, it's never clear cut, right? There's always shenanigans running amok. But you see the guy who is in the conversation, let's say, right? At least he's there. He's in the discussion, right?
Yeah.
Playoff Jokic, I don't know if he plays like this the entire season because I don't watch the product. But Nick wanted to see, and we watched like the last 8 minutes the other night. I don't know if he does this all season, but this guy just looks like basketball is so easy. He looks like he's playing against kids. Like he just does what he wants, scores at will, finds the open guys. Like it's very, very impressive. And I wish that he was somebody I could watch more because I do enjoy the way he plays the game and how simple he makes it look and how effortless he makes the game look.
I just think that the Denver Nuggets is just too damn good, and especially with him playing the way that he is in the playoffs.
Yeah, I looked the other night. It was mid third quarter. All 5 starters had double digits.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. As much as I harp on Jokic, that's probably one thing that you have no issue with when you watch the Denver Nuggets play. You know for a fact that all 5 starters more than likely are going to end up in double figures, because there's just the ball rotation is going to get spread it around. It's not just going to be Jokic feeding and getting the numbers, but he's about to kill you in the rebounding, assisting, and he's going to get his points. So it's
You know
like
what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. It's like, if you need me to score, I score. Like, other than that, he's just playing ball, right? Like, it's like, okay, if I have to do this, it's done. Like, whatever it takes to win, he'll just do, which is awesome.
No. What about you, Mel? You think Lakers got a chance? I don't think they do. I think it's a sweep.
I think it's over with. I don't think they have a chance. I mean, we talked about it last time, the Laker product is nowhere near what their legacy is. It's just nowhere near it. It's a bad. Well, like if I say, I agree. I ain't watched any NBA, bro. I ain't watched any. I was gonna watch the playoffs. I started doing something. I forgot it was even on. That's how much I lost interest in it. But the little bit highlights I see and stuff, the Lakers, man, first of all, they need to get rid of LeBron. LeBron is dragging this team down. His mentality, it ain't just his play, it's just his mentality that he brings. He doesn't bring a killer mentality. And you think about the players that the Lakers had on their team, they were competitors. LeBron just like, hey, everybody, my friend, we're gonna be cool. You coming to the barbecue after we get through playing, that kind of thing.
Cookout. Even I know black people say cookout. What do you say barbecue?
There's a slight difference. Cookout means there's probably burgers and hot dogs on the grill and some chicken wings and stuff like that. Barbecue is we about to smoke some butts and
ribs on the grill.
Ribs. There's a huge difference.
In New Jersey, white people have a barbecue. Black people have a cookout. That's how it's classified here. I've been to a cookout. There's platters upon platters of food being brought. I've been to a white person barbecue. It's like we're having burgers and dogs. Like, I much prefer a cookout.
Well, our version of barbecue in Kansas City is slightly different than Jersey. Because when we say we about to have a barbecue, that's what I'm like. Oh, where the ribs, where the burnt ends at, where the brisket, shit like that. So but nah, man, I just the Lakers. It's not that. So here's the deal.
Oh boy, he's about to go in. He's hesitant to go in, Mel. He's hesitant to go in.
So when you're relying on old man Rivers, aka LeBron James, and you don't know what you're gonna get, he might, give you 18 to 19, 20 points, or he might have a flashback and give you 35, or he'll just do what his normal, 20 plus. But then we're relying on Street Clothes Davis, and I hate that, and my thing with Anthony Davis is it's like, bruh, be for real with us. Do you want to take the torch or do you don't? Like, do you want to be the number one option or do you don't?
You don't want.
Because he has it in him, but it's like, dude, it's not consistent.
That's why he doesn't have it in him. If you have it in you, you try to be that guy every time you're on the court. That's why he doesn't have it in him. He might have all the physical capabilities. He doesn't have that killer mentality. And the killers have that mentality. That's what separates them. They don't look to defer. Listen, I'm not shitting on LeBron when I say this. I've said this for years before I even knew you guys. LeBron should be compared to Kobe and Michael because he wasn't the killer assassin scorer. He should be a Scotty Magic. Guys who could do everything, be the guard every 5 positions on defense, facilitate, and if you need me to score, I'll get you some buckets, right? And he's very good at getting those buckets, but he's never been that assassin scorer. The problem with the Lakers right now, and I hate that I'm going to compliment them, so I'm doing this very begrudgingly, and you both know this. They have been such a good franchise my entire life, for the most part. Mm-hmm. They've always had the best player, if not the best 2 players on the court. Whether it was when I was a kid, Magic and Kareem. Then it was Shaq and Kobe. Then it was Kobe and Gasol. They've always had elite tandems, not just the best player, sometimes the second best player as well. Can't forget Robert Horry or Derek Fisher. They've had elite role players on top of it. A Byron Scott, a Michael Thompson, you know what I mean? James Worthy was an elite third guy, right? Probably the best third guy ever on a team, right? You can get into that discussion, but some other time. But they always had dog after dog after dog and elite role players. Guys, Russell ain't that guy.
Thank you. I'm glad you segued to that, Nick, because that was a part of my frustration with the Lakers is because if LeBron is having an off night, if AD is having an off night, there is absolutely nobody else that will be able to pick the team up and say, hey man, let's go get this dub, because fact of the matter is, you said it right there, and I agree with you 100%. I'm looking for the elite role players. D'Angelo Russell has never lived up to the, I guess, potential that he was supposed to. I think he never did. He was a high draft pick with the Lakers a few years ago. Then he got traded off to Brooklyn, and then kind of started traveling all over the NBA, and he finds his way back in LA. Austin Reeves, I know they matched the offer sheets to keep him in LA, but come on, man, he's a he's a reserve. He's not a starter. There's nobody. This team is poorly put together.
And you know why?
LeBron
is not a GM.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue. When you got Jerry West putting teams together, and you got Jerry West assessing and acquiring players, and you got Jerry West who's smart enough to trade for a Kobe and see the potential this player has, it's a lot different than LeBron saying, I get along with this guy at the barbecue/cookout.
Hey, it's funny you say that. Who's the Lakers GM? Rob Pelinka. What was his background? He was a sports agent.
So he knows how to get people paid.
He knows how to get people paid. He doesn't know how to evaluate talent.
Yeah. And LeBron's evaluating the wrong talent because he be hanging out with Diddy too much. So he might look for the wrong assets.
You're going to bring back Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, say what you want. Dwight Howard, the Lakers could use him.
Yeah.
They could use him right now against Jokic. Me and my man Rod and Sis was talking about it earlier today. Hey, I don't need a lot of scoring from Dwight Howard, but remember back in his heydays, he was a walking double-double. He'll give you 20 points and 15 rebounds. But I just need him to rough up Jokic, slow that big guy down, slow him down.
Yeah, body him, right? Down. Let Dwight body him in his way. That'll freak out a European real fast.
hey, Papa Blue Chew, I dare you to back me down, Jokic. What's up? Right. What's good?
Yeah, he's guarding him. Look, ref, no hands, but he still got 3 points of contact.
Jokic be like, he's hand checking. Like, no, I'm not. Look, no hands.
That's not my hand.
So my thing is like, all jokes aside, the Lakers could definitely use Dwight Howard. They can use somebody it's too late now, because obviously is whatever they got on the roster is not enough to deal with Jokic. It's not enough to deal with Murray, not enough to deal with Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., and it's just not enough. I mean, KCP can go off right now if he really wanted to. They just don't. they lack defense, they lack effort, they lack a lot of things. The roster's just not built right.
They lack this. They lack heart.
Yeah, they do.
They're a soft team. They're soft as shit. I know that. I don't even watch. The Lakers are soft. And the Nuggets will get tough in the playoffs. And they take it to another level. And the Lakers still want to play December ball in the playoffs.
Yeah, well,
I saw that in 8 minutes.
Well, the December play equals May vacation. So, so Lakers Nuggets tonight, 76ers Knicks tonight, Magic and Cavaliers tonight as well. I was actually kind of surprised how the Magic just got the doors blown off on them the other night. I thought they would play a little bit tougher. And then tomorrow night you got Suns, Timberwolves, Pacers, Bucks, Mavericks, and Clippers. I mean, there's some teams that I think are can possibly make some noise. I still think the Bucks and the Knicks are still disappointers. I still think they're both out of the first round. So I'm not letting one game victory in the first game.
You're saying they're out in the first round, or they get out of the first round and move on?
No. I'm saying the Bucks and the Knicks will be eliminated in the first round.
All right.
Because I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on the Knicks and disappoint their fans like always. And I'm waiting for Doc Rivers to do what he does with the Bucks. Find a way to just coach his way out of a victory. So I'm waiting for it to happen.
Nikki was telling me Dame had 35 at half.
He did, but
what he had though with 37 for the game.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing in the second half. So it looks good. That 35 or that 37 as a whole looks good when all of it ends up in a win, but it didn't. He was nowhere to be found. So we can't say that he was like, oh, he's unguardable. Well, what happened in the second half? They finally was like, oh, I guess we better guard this guy. They did, and they shut him down. So he did all that in one half, in the first half. So hey, that's fine. I just think if the Pacers actually make some buckets and have better ball movement, they win that game. So circumstances. It is what it is. Whatever. I'm just not of the one to believe that the Bucks are worth the trip to the second round, and I'm still not sold on the Knicks. And that's even if they had Julius Randle, I still wouldn't be sold. So.
Oh no, they would have lost that game with Randle. He would have tried to do too much. He would have pounded the ball into the ground. There would have been no flow of the offense. Best thing that ever happened to the Knicks was Randle going out. I've said that for multiple years. You guys know. I always thought that they were a better team without him, and they're showing it this year. They are.
Nah, it is what it is. But hey, man,
let's not overreact like you're saying, Lamar. Don't overreact over game one. We watched LeBron when LeBron was in his prime lose many game ones and win the series in 5.
Yeah,
we take your best punch. We see what you got. We make our adjustments, and you see game 2, you'll know what's up right away.
Yeah. Oh no, hey, you're right, but he's not winning this series.
No. I'm not saying LeBron is. I'm just saying, but when good teams. And I'm just referencing him because he had a good team for so many years. They could take your best punch in game 1, make their adjustments, and then roll you after that.
Oh yeah. And I think
not that they're that team.
And I know Halliburton's kind of had a slower second half than his fast start in the first half, but him, Miles Turner, and Siakam could probably turn around. If they all go in double figures, I think they definitely take that series over. And then. If Embiid just stays on the court and plays 35 minutes, I think that series is done anyway. So that's all he really needs to do is just be on the court.
He was unstoppable. That first half, he was unstoppable. He would have had 24 at halftime. He had 18 when he went out.
Any final words before we get out of here, Mel, about what you've seen on the NBA playoffs or any?
I ain't seen shit, so
yeah.
I can't give final words on NBA.
You did say that. Well, any final words at all before we get up?
Hey, I can't wait till Thursday, man. I can't wait till
I ain't
Thursday.
seen shit.
Nah.
That's what I'm waiting on, man. I'm waiting on Thursday, bro. Thursday, and I'm waiting on May 14th. That's it.
What's Thursday? Grey's Anatomy?
Yes, Grey's Anatomy. Can't wait. And then May 14th.
Oh goodness.
What is that?
Start of WNBA.
Look at his face.
I like to get you nice and quiet, and how to shut you up.
I will give you guys some breaking news. I did watch 2 of those games. I did watch 2 of the college games, and I will say this:
What up, Kofi?
the girls' game, I feel that the girls are more technically sound because the guys can get away with their athleticism more often, and I feel that the girls don't have that elite athleticism, and they got to be more on point with their cuts, with their screens, with their passes, with because you just can't rely on jumping 2.5, 3 feet in the air and get your shot off. You know what I mean? So you got to be more technically sound. So shout out to them.
Well, one thing, like we said, what's today? Thursday, right? Yeah, like we said Thursday, Nick. My thing is this: I think we always say that the college product is better than the WNBA. Period. It's just better. But reason why I'm waiting till this season because I want to see these stars that help bring eyes to it this year. Can they transition that into the WNBA? And will the WNBA take advantage of that and really promote it to get people to watch those stars that they watched in college? That's all I want to see. And will they be able to put a good?
Have to.
Huh? What'd you say?
They're gonna have to.
I'm saying,
this is an unprecedented wave.
I agree with you, but that doesn't mean
with the
we've seen people drop the ball before.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. We've seen people drop the ball before. I'm hoping that they do that. I agree with you. They have to. I just want to hope that they do it. People like me that actually watch it, so I would still kind of watch it, but I would be disappointed if they don't really hype that up. They
have to. Like you see it already with the teams. Washington and someone else has agreed to move into bigger arenas when Indiana comes. This is your magic bird moment for the WNBA.
Somebody was saying that yesterday. We was talking about it.
Nice. You've had nice players. You've had a foundation set.
Right.
This is the moment where you're going to get different exposure, different people coming in to watch it. This is when the growth of the game should launch.
Right.
And the youth of America, the young girls, love it. So they'll be asking to go to the games. The parents are bringing them. Attendance will be up. Viewership is up. So this is we're about to launch finally. We built the boat. We built the foundation. Now let's launch.
I'm at to convince Sophia.
I'm proud of you, Nick. I'm really proud of you, man.
I'm still not going to watch it unless my daughter wants to, but I can recognize that. I can recognize that.
Wait a minute. Let me finish my comment. You don't know why I'm saying. I'm saying because you had a chance to shit on them and you didn't shit on them.
Hey, dude, there is finally people not just bitching. Why aren't you watching? There's people watching.
Yeah.
So. Where there's smoke, there's fire. It's not just people complaining anymore that why won't you support it? Why won't you do this? There's actual support. And that's when you get growth, financial growth. It won't be a $72 million loss this year. You might only be a $40 million loss this year, which would be a huge growth from a business aspect, right?
Right.
If they only lose $40 million this year, the NBA is going to do fucking backflips over this.
Well, and to be fair, here's the support part that I think a lot of people miss. It's if they ever break down analysis of the people that watch WNBA, the numbers are low on the actual women participating in supporting it. It's because it has nothing to do with the guys supporting it. So when they say, "Oh, why don't you support the product?" What they more talking about is the women.
I agree and disagree because they expect the same guys who sit down to watch men's and NBA and college to sit down and watch the female product as well. The women don't want to support it. They just want the same success for it, right?
Well, that's
if you're
what I'm
watching that sport, watch this sport. They're the same, but they're not supporting it. They just want it to happen. Like,
yeah, well, they think it's like this osmosis. It's just supposed to just happen.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, so like, for instance, me and Mel have always been great supporters of the product. You happen to watch a couple of games, and I'm pretty sure you got hoaxed in because Sophia was probably watching it, right?
yeah, we
Exactly.
watched the Final Four.
So, so if Sophia wasn't watching it, I don't think you would have watched it.
No, I wouldn't.
So, but you still watched it because you had your daughter was watching it. But my thing is, when you look at the numbers, women in general just aren't watching it. They want them to have the success, but they're not willing to actually just even just flip the channel for a few seconds to actually give them the rating of say that I viewed it for this amount of time to help them get the success. That's the
Those are the same people screaming for equal pay and equal rights and like, how are we going to do it? Oh, I don't care. I just want it. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Like they want everyone else to do the groundwork for them, right?
Right.
Hey, it just doesn't happen. Like you got to support it. So, but yeah, man,
it's awesome. The youth and my buddy whose daughter plays basketball, and I was working at basketball this winter. And I was at their games. There's a buzz. Yeah, and you got to capitalize on it. And I hope that they don't try to make too much money too quick. Keep your ticket prices low. Get those fans hooked in. I'm very curious. I don't know if one of you guys can pull this up. I'm not on a laptop, so I can't. When the WNBA television contract is up, because that's something where I'm curious to see. Is it 3-4 years out where you got to sit and wait? Or is it in the final year where now this is the year where you can build it and next year start to cash in? I don't know if the WNBA coincides with the NBA television deal, since it's just the NBA putting the product out. It's not a separate entity. But I'm curious to see where they go and financially how the numbers are.
I say this, I know the WNBA.
It's next year.
I know the WNBA.
Perfect timing, right?
They have they do show games on NBA TV every now and then. They also got an ESPN contract where they show majority of the games, and so it, always getting money from the mouse is always a good thing. So, but
it should be a big summer for them. Like this should be a really, really big summer.
It's definitely going to be a big summer for them. But hey, man, hopefully Sophia can coax you into watching more women's basketball. We'll see. But hey, I want to give Sophia a shout out. I'm glad you posted it, Nick. Sophia hit her first home run.
Good.
Man, I saw that. I was like, I know my man Nick is having a big, happy, proud dad moment right there. As she was rounding the base.
Slam to take the lead too. They were down 9-6 in the top of the sixth, and she hit it, and they took the lead 10-9, and they ended up winning 11-10.
Oh wow!
Not just a home run, game changer.
Game changer. So yeah, shout out to Sophia if you happen to peep this. We shouted you out for sure because she's probably the only Shine that's worked the damn over there. So
Shine.
No, man. No. We got mad love for the Shine family over there, man. But
all of them but Nick.
Yeah, just the kids. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, I said all of them but Nick.
No, hey, do us a favor. Keep us updated on Nikki's. Is he playing ball this year?
Yeah. He's in the weight room now. He'll be going into his junior year.
Yeah. Keep us updated on what Nikki's doing with ball this year. Definitely. And we'll be glad to keep track and what he's doing and shout him out when he does something great and root him on. So
thank you.
Hey, we're gonna get up out of here, man. It's been real. Thanks to the big homie Nick Sean popping in, big homie Detroit Mail. Right. Tap in with the proud New York Jets YouTube channel, the No Name Podcast, and as well as Wildcard Chief. I haven't been doing episodes since the Super Bowl, but I'm going to pick it back up because now it's draft time and get into things. Obviously, a lot of projects going on, but hey, tap in. I.O.W Sports Network, everything on the bottom of your screen. We got a lot of content coming on. And like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, let you know when we go live or drop new content, man. But until then, we'll see y'all Thursday for draft night. We'll do a quick show and get you all pumped up and hyped up for draft. And hey, We'll see how the first round shakes out. We'll see y'all Thursday. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.